No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback, the ball. Come out to the 25-yard line. Complete to start this drive. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Off the RPO, complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. The give from the gun. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Got it in the middle, it's Haynes. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there, putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's face, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fakes to grab. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. He makes a catch. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. QB draw. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield until the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Finds his big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, the red zone, the field starts to shrink as a defense. I don't drop as far in my drops down. I got to understand, I'm getting back quick. That ball's going to come out. Nice job by the defense reacting to the pass and going and making a physical tackle.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. The give to the tailback. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative on this one.
Motion from the wideout. Handoff from the gun. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Who needs a field goal when you can get a touchdown? First drive, set the tone, make it a statement. 4th and goal, we are going for it. We are here for all the smoke. Nice job by this offense, capitalizing on the momentum, getting a touchdown to start this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Beck. Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And, Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Bauer. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. They go to the ground. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. The throw to the outside is complete. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Using his legs, it's Haynes. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds his big tight end. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
That keeps the score. Clemson 7, Miami 0.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. He couldn't connect on that 54-yard field goal attempt, and now they'll have it 1st and 10 from the 37. Makes the quick grab. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Beck. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Leaves it with the back. Picks up the 1st down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Really nice play call there by the defensive coordinator as well. He was trying to do something aggressive to stop the momentum of the offense. They looked pretty good on this drive. They were marching the football down the field, but on that critical 3rd down, the D coordinator dials it up, the pass rush at the right time, trusting his guys up front to get it done, and they're able to get the sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He'll take a deep shot here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here they're trying to get to the edge. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. To the air. It's back. Takes the easy completion. Touchdown, Canes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he makes the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They were trying to set up a screen. Instead, what they got was their quarterback putting paper in plastic and sacked.
And how about the speed on defense with that rush? Getting to the QB so quickly. You're not expecting to get home on a screenplay like that, but, man, the old saying, speed kills, and you saw it right there.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Haynes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They stop him almost immediately. Short game there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Quarterback may change this route. To throw, it's Klubnik. Buys a little time with his feet. Unloads it left. He's got it. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. He wants to go deep. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And This defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Here comes the heat. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
They booted away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Pocket breaking down. He's got it inside the 30. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball. Out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the third. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens now.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He's going for a big play downfield. Snatches it on the right. Touchdown, Miami! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Klubnik. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Might be changing the route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the catch. It's Williams. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Here's the pressure. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes the catch down the right side. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Clemson set up with another 1st down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Haynes. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Off play action on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick release on the RPO. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grab near the marker. It's Bauman. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. At the 35, he's got room. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Miami 14, Clemson
10. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Canes are rolling down the field. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. Turning on the Jets. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Trying play action. Now improvising. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Wide receiver comes in motion. Makes the grab. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house it, but the defense tackles him at the 3.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. They're going to run it. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Keeps looking downfield. Unloads to the right. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Looking to the big tight end. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. The kick is on its way. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. In this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Flips it out on the screen. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs. They're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. This quarterback needs to stay true to his mechanics. He just sort of heaved it up off the back foot.
And these mechanics are crazy. You see all these quarterbacks on the field with towels before games and doing that little salsa thing that you see quarterbacks with their hips, popping through. But it makes sense because you have to have that good, strong base underneath you. Otherwise, you start to sail that football and miss your target.
Back to throw, it's back. Grabbed in the middle, it's Daniels. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
The Canes are on the move. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Trying to escape and get it himself. And this Wildcat is going to be deep long, stopped in the backfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Snags it over the middle. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Gets it out fast. Oh, out of space. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.